So beforehand, this is my practice runs here. So my best one here is 1800. I took a route that I think quite a few people are going to take because this is like the most easy way to get a ton of points. But it's kind of risky when you get onto stage 2 because there's a warp thing you have to do. And I know I'll mess that up, so... I don't know if I'm going to go down that route because I don't feel comfortable doing it. I usually mess up the warp thing, like doing a warp on it, but the rest of the stages aren't too bad. I got some pretty good scores on like some of the stages I didn't think I'd ever get good scores on. The other route is this one, which is one I'm more comfortable with, but it's a bit harder to get, you know, the extra points on, like make up the difference. But I think I'm going to do that one because I don't know how many people will have gone the hard route anyway. So, might do that. Always wanted to play Star Fox. Some Star Fox games, I mean. I was a Sega kid growing up. Same here, I was a Sega kid growing up as well. I did eventually get a Super Nintendo, and then my main console was the N64, really. But I did play a lot of Mega Drive and some of the... I think it was the Commodore 64 as well. Played a decent amount of that and the Mega Drive, so... Let's have a look at the map. Yeah, so, this is the map. There are several different routes you can take. Down this way is the easy route. Well, it says easy, but, it's in quotations. I don't think it's as easy as the game makes out to be sometimes, but... Anyway, so going from the first level, you would go all the way through here to the last level, and that's the easy route. If you go this way, the hard route is all the way up this way. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the first level up to Sector Y, up to Aquos, to Zonus. Then we're going to make a detour. Instead of going to Sector Z, we're going to go to Macbeth, which is a better stage for points. Then we're going to go to Area 6. And then we'll go to the final level from there. The hard version of the final level. Which I think is easier, honestly, than the easy version of the final level. So, that's just me, though. So, let me get started. I just need to make sure I know what my hotkey is for my timer. Let's have a look. Let's set this to be space. Because then that should do this. Cool, yeah. So, let's get started. Rules are on screen. They're fairly simple. The unlocked charging shot thing is kind of, you know,
you're the only hope for our world.
Something I don't know how to do anyway, so I'm not bothered about it.
Won't have his way with me.
So the timer will start once I actually get control of the ship. I'm gonna let the cutscenes play because I don't know if anybody just did a blind run without skipping the cutscenes, so I'll do that. I've run into problems with both console and emulation gaming with streaming. Same here. Gotta love stream problems. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if it's not the emulator, it's like the capture devices and stuff get all screwed up for some reason.
Check your G-diffuser system.
When doing it with a console, so.
Falco here. I'm fine.
Added you to my auto host list. Oh, thank you very much, Insomnia. It's very kind of you.
Flippy here. I'm okay.
I see him up ahead. Let's rock and roll.
Right, so I should have my control here now. Yep. Oh no. Excuse me. What? You're supposed to start timer. Why don't you start? There we go. Problems already. Let's go. It'll turn out like, you know, spacebar was like my hotkey for something else that I needed, you know.
Slippy, watch out. Bogey on your tail.
So I'm fairly confident with this level. Going into my practice runs, I did pretty well on this. I did a lot better than I've ever done. but there's a certain section I'll probably mess up if I don't use a bomb, so I'll probably end up using a bomb at some point instead of saving them all up. But that is fine.
This is horrible.
Oops. I should mention as well, it seems dumbfiring a charge shot is fine, but you can't do the exploit. So I don't know how... I'm going to try to be talkative and informative while playing this, but I don't know how well I'll be able to do, because
You've got an enemy on your tail.
I'm not very good at that with some games. Did I just get all of them? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. I thought for a second there I managed to get every single enemy that was on screen there with one charge shot. That would have been excellent. Any new games you've been playing lately?
I'll take this.
Let me think about that, actually. I can't even... The only games I've been playing recently are, like, ones I've been playing for a while. Actually, no, the main one I've been playing recently is Formula 1 2009.
I guess I should.
There's a bomb I was going to use, by the way. Otherwise, if I don't say Falco, I can't get Sector Y. Yeah, the main game I've been playing recently, that's fairly new, or new to me at least, is Formula 1 2009 team. And, God, I've spent so many hours on that already. I've got, like, 60 hours in, like, just over 2 weeks of playing. And, it's great. I really enjoy that game. It's probably the closest thing to a car PG that exists, you know? It's kind of, interesting. Thank you, Falco. Besides that, I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons with a few friends. That's been pretty fun. It's been a fun experience. Been enjoying that. What else have I been doing? Just gotta button mash the crap out of everything here. I'll use a bomb. What else have I been playing? I'm really unsure off the top of my head now. I'm kind of like on the spot trying to think about it.
Someone wants to play.
Incoming enemy from the rear.
This game has amazing voice acting, and I love it. Yeah, I don't know what other ones I've been playing that are new off the top of my head. How about yourself?
Deploy all units. Charge! I've got a present for you.
That's it, spot. Aim for the open spot.
When I was younger, I could one cycle most of this boss. It was great.
It's working.
I'm not gonna be able to one cycle him today though.
Who are you?
I should explain, actually, for
Star Fox.
some of these bosses, the faster you can beat them, the more points you'll get. But usually the top score for a boss kill is hit plus 10, which is 11 points. Got Man of Medan for my birthday and just finished it a couple hours ago. Cool. What's that game like? Been putting a lot of time into Mortal Kombat 11 as well. Nice.
I was worried for a moment.
I was looking at Mortal Kombat 11. I've just not picked it up yet.
Like your father. I'm fine. You okay over there, Fox?
Because I really enjoyed Mortal Kombat 9, but I missed out on 10. I think that's a new personal record for me. 204 points on that stage. One of the things on that stage, actually, that you might have seen. This is for anybody who might be watching this in reference for the challenge, or just looking to get a high score in general to help get your medal on that stage. There is a little side section somewhere towards the start where you can just go off to the side and go through like a underpass thing, and it loads in like 5 new enemies. That's something I discovered, and, you know, gives you a lot of points if you can charge shot them all.
I'm on my way.
And I'm meaning it's a lot of fun, but damn, I really think that game was rushed. Oh, that's a shame. quite a few parts where it's choppy. Yeah, I get what you mean. I've experienced a little bit of that with some... Well, actually, more games than not recently have been like that, I feel like. Where just the performance isn't as good as it should be for a lot of games, no matter if it's on PC or console.
Let's back up the squadron.
So this one is kind of a difficult one to get a good amount of points on, but I'm going to try my best. Got all these Gundams, like these mech suit guys everywhere.
Don't let any of them through.
And they're not too strong, but you know, they cause problems. So use a first bomb here. Take out these missiles. You can charge shot those missiles, but they're kind of a pain in the ass to hit, so...
Surprise attack coming from above.
That might have been a bad bomb.
Hold them, they're trying to get through.
So, something I learned from watching a speedrun was you can shoot a bomb down there, and that takes out a load of missiles that are hidden down that way. And then you can go through the floor there and grab those guys as well. But I did that in the wrong order. I should have gone down first, then up. So, that is what it is. It's kind of hard to do things when things aren't going well, you know.
The enemy's coming from behind.
One important thing is using the brakes a lot, though, on this for a score attack. Gotta make use of the brakes whenever possible. And I don't think the timer is really going to matter all that much, but it's just there, you know. Ooh, that was nice. That was well timed. Got them both. I thought maybe it was just me, but I looked it up and turned out it was a lot of people talking about it. Let me have a look. Jeez. Got him. Couple of misspelled words in notes. Oh, that sort of thing. I've seen that where it's like one line of code is spelt wrong or something. Like was it Alien Colonial Marines did that? Where there was like one line of code that was slightly wrong and it caused loads of issues on the game and no one knew for ages. That's what that reminds me of. But I mean, with that game, that's just like an anomaly that game even was put out, you know. Not a big deal, but kind of surprising. Yeah. I mean, if it's only every now and then, it's, you know, it's not too bad, but there's definitely worse things. Oh, great, I've lost all my wing. I've lost my laser upgrades.
You're becoming a better pilot.
I'm gonna have to get a wing repair. This is gonna be kind of a pain now to do the rest of the level with.
Location confirmed.
I kind of almost want to go for a retry on this stage. I'm allowed one retry per level. Oh, great, that was good.
Something's up ahead.
It was still cool regardless. That's good.
All range mode.
Do I go for a retry on this one? I won't have as many bombs though, that's the thing.
Knock it off.
Field analyzed.
Sorry, Pepe.
Jeez, quit moving around.
I'm just gonna have to button mash like crazy for some of
Keep
this.
up the good work.
I'll be able to get all my laser upgrades from the next level really easily. But
Dang, I'm hit.
you know, it's still kind of annoying to lose them. Oh, there we go. There's my other wing. Let's make it symmetrical. Look at my stubby little ship now. No, I didn't want to do that. Falco, don't you kill him. Don't you kill him. I need the points, not you. So you think you said in another stream or maybe one of the YouTube videos you're from the UK but you're living in America now. How's life in the States been treating you? It's been pretty good. You know, I live here with my wife. I get to see a lot of my friends. I've got like a lot of American friends, so it works out well, and a lot of them happen to live, you know, close to where my wife lives, so it's been kind of handy. No, I didn't want to do that. Did not mean to U-turn. But yeah, I've been enjoying my time here. I've only been living here about a year or so. But, wow. I'm doing terrible.
Dang, I'm hit.
Come on, yell at me.
Cocky little freak.
I love this guy. Come on, take me down from the ship. Wow, I'm terrible at this right now.
What's wrong?
I think you can... I feel like with anything you can practice forever, but when it comes to perform, it's a completely different matter. I still got a top score at least, but it's still annoying. Cocky little freaks. I used to think that was a really bad word when I was young. Cocky. I mean, cock is, but cocky isn't.
We poured in.
There you go.
Your skills have improved, Fox.
I used to think that too. It's amazing. Yeah, there's a few like weird words like that which I used to think were really bad words, but it weren't. So it's kind of funny that there's, you know, we think similar to that. Let's have a look. So next is Aquos, which is a stage where you get a different vehicle. We get a submarine on this level. And it's not too hard of a level, at least on standard difficulty.
Starbucks, I want you to take out the enemy bioweapon.
But it's
Yes, sir. Deploy the blue.
it's not the easiest to control your missiles on it. There's also problems with like certain objects floating around in front of you when you're trying to fire, and that can cause some problems with like the missiles being detonated on them. Sorry, torpedoes, not missiles. Wow, my voice is going already. I'm so out of practice with streaming. Okay. So this is like the laggiest level in the game as well, so the frame rate's going to be about like 15 or so. And it's going to be fairly slow, but we'll live. We'll get through it. I've always loved the music on this level, and I've never minded the level itself. I know some people really don't like this level at all, but this is it's not too bad for me. I like it. And I used to play this on you know, on PAL on the UK N64s. You want to see a laggy level, you play this level on a British N64. And your life will be changed.
I'm sending the data to you guys.
Because our frame rates were only 25 FPS generally, so when you played at N64, you were taking a lot of hits to frame rate and performance. So it's quite amazing, actually. Wait, no. I just got catfish. Sorry, eel, not catfish. I'm getting slaughtered here. Cool, there we go. Hey, Justin.
Wow! Look at that! It's beautiful!
So you used to stream at 3 PM. I tried to aim for 3 PM Eastern Standard Time. I always mess it up though, like I'll end up eating dinner late or something, or you know, I'll get held up with performance issues and stuff.
How's the Blue Marine, Fox?
Usually if I'm not there at 3 PM, it's because I've done something wrong. So,
This thing will never hold together.
that's why today I was kind of late. Oh, I missed a gold ring. Ugh. Oh. Well, I didn't expect to actually die. Well, that'll count as my retry for the level, I guess.
I'm gonna check out the bioweapon.
I was in a rough state for that. I don't actually know why I took so much damage. I'll blame it on the hard route. Give me that gold ring. You always do something wrong. I know I do. I try my best not to, but it happens, you know. I've got a couple more points than last time, actually, I think. Unless, no, I'm imagining it. These bloody fish. These fish that hang around a submarine cause all sorts of problems when you're trying to shoot torpedoes. It's so annoying. How are you going? How are you doing today, Justin? What do you use for streaming, OBS or Streamlabs? I use OBS. There's so much going on in this level, I'm a bit overwhelmed. It's a very there is actually a lot that goes on in this level all at once. It's like ADHD the level, almost. It has some horrible frame rate as well, as you can see. Like, this is the actual frame rate of the N64, more or less. It's emulating this level pretty well, actually. But yeah, I use OBS Studio for streaming. I used to use it for recording as well, because it was really good for recording. Like when I just used to record videos and not stream.
How's the Blue Marine, Fox?
It's a good thing you're prepared, Clip.
Come on, come out the ground. There we go.
This thing will never hold together.
I had a really rough night sleeping, but I have to read that in a second. I don't want to die in this section again. Hit the correct target. Cool. Let's lock onto these guys. And then these ones.
Do a barrel roll.
He said it. He said it. He said do a barrel roll. Crap, I missed one of them there. There we go, got the other squid. Yeah, sorry you've had a rough night sleeping, Justin. I had a rough night as well sleeping. I think I got like 4 hours sleep or something. I didn't get much myself. There we go, hyper lasers. Alright, so let's time this correctly. There we go. Got them both.
Keep shooting. We've got lots of torpedoes.
You're the best, Flippy.
Shoot all these guys down. He's carrying on.
Thanks, Peppy.
You can't reliably kill those guys with torpedoes, which has always been an annoyance of mine. But, you know, I'm doing what I can there. These starfish are kind of annoying because they'll explode if they get too close to you. I don't actually know what I got hit +1 off of in the background there, but, whoa. My torpedo just, like, U-turned around and just hit the starfish in the back. That was kind of amazing. Yeah, having trouble sleeping is the worst. Absolutely. I've always been, like, really bad at sleeping, and I've always had, like, insomnia and stuff, and, it's always rough when you don't get, like, a decent night's sleep, or, you know, several nights like that, you know.
I got a bad
Which is usually the case for me. I usually end up with, like, several nights in a row where I have, like, trash sleep for, like, a week. Trying to break here to get some extra points. Let's get the anglerfish guy. No. Don't you do it. Look at them stupid white things, whatever they are. They got away.
I found the bioweapon.
Okay, so I've got the medal at least. I just went downstairs and at one point washed the dishes because I couldn't sleep. I was almost ready to come downstairs and just, like, play this, you know, like, after, like, laying there for 2 hours, so I could just practice this. I tried to be productive, at least. Yeah, I find, if you can't get to sleep within, like, 20 minutes to half an hour, it's usually best just to get up and just do something, you know? So, these things on top of the boss here, you can get some extra points from them. You can only take them out with torpedoes, though. But that's fine. You get a few extra points, so you get 4 points pretty much for each one of these you break, which is handy. And now we just got to take out the boss, which is not too bad, actually. This is like one of the easier bosses on this game.
Fire a homing torpedo.
That's it, Fox.
I don't really have issues sleeping typically, but just know that. Yeah, that feeling of just laying there, not falling asleep is horrible. When you know you're tired as well. Can I shoot you? There we go.
Homing torpedo.
Well, mistimed that. A few times I stayed up for 2 days straight. Oh, I've done that so many times. I used to do that in high school, you know?
That's it, Fox.
I remember one time I was like,
For the eyes.
I think I was on something like about 10 hours sleep for about 7 days, or something like that.
Yeah.
He was really bad at school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah! Come on. So the main thing is, when you're trying to shoot the eye here with the torpedoes, you need to just make sure you're getting these pearl things out of the way. Otherwise they sort of block the torpedoes and it's kind of annoying. Got hit by that one. I don't even know if you can hear me mashing or not, but you'll definitely hear me mashing later on in the run. I've never had as much problems like trying to take out this boss. I'm getting so unlucky with these pearl spawns. You can stun the pearl spawners if you hit them with a torpedo, but it's kind of annoying to do. There we go. Did it.
You did it.
So the worst thing about high school was having to get up early. Pretty sure I never got full 8 hours sleep when I was in high school. I definitely didn't once Halo 2 came out. But before then I was struggling with sleep anyway. But once Halo 2 came out, that was the end of it for me. Because that's when I got Xbox Live and I ended up playing way too much.
Thanks, Flip. Blue Marine came through. Flip is not such a screw up after all.
Slippy is not such a
Thanks
screw
a
up.
lot, Peppy.
We have learned.
I'll take the sky any day.
Cease, Falco. You too.
Good thing I got Xbox Live the year after I graduated high school, otherwise I'd never have gotten any sleep. Yeah, I had serious insomnia, and like just playing games online probably didn't help, you know. But it, you know, has kind of been productive in my own way, rather than just trying to force myself to sleep when I couldn't sleep. I used to like leave the Matrix on, like on a, I had like a video, you know, like a VHS, and I would watch it.
There's an enemy base
Actually,
there.
watching things seemed to put me to sleep in general. Not because they were boring, it's just like watching something while I was in bed made me fall asleep. So I'd watch like The Matrix or I'd watch The Simpsons or something like that. Yeah, we did talk about that last night, Justin. Okay, so this level is not too bad. It's very easy to like miss out on a good score on this one.
I can't believe they did.
Because
What a
there's a lot of different things you can do on this level. With bombs and like the mechanics on this level. Because the main mechanic on this level is these searchlights. You need to take them out so you can actually get the mission accomplished status for this level, which would take you onto the next level on the hard route. That doesn't matter so much for me because I'm going to be going to the to Macbeth anyway. But each of these searchlights is worth 3 points up until wow, I didn't get a spider.
Get this guy off me.
Anyway, these searchlights are all worth 3 points up until I get spotted by them, and then they become worth 1 point. So The
Follow your father's example, Buck.
the tactic for this level generally is to get spotted by one of the laser searchlights, and
Closing in on them, Falco.
that will give you more points because it spawns more enemies. But you still get a good amount of the searchlights killed early
What
on.
are you
So
doing here?
also, Cat's got like the worst music on this
Is
game.
that any way to do
It's
it,
like so
girl?
stereotypically girly. It also doesn't fit in the soundtrack, I feel like, either. Also, she's a horrible role model.
Whoa! Watch out!
Mine was Star Wars in high school. Yeah, white noise in general, like, just, even if it's just something like that, is always really good, I find. Just something familiar definitely helps. When I was living at home, like, you know, there was a lot of us in the same house.
Somebody on my tail. Beautiful. I could kiss you for that.
It's so bad.
Aim for the rudder, Buck.
Don't you break my wing, Mr. Bird. Luckily, these laser upgrades will repair my wings, so it's not too bad. Okay, I locked onto it through the wall somehow. Oh no.
Location confirmed.
Oh no.
Sending supplies.
I messed this up. I need to retry a stage. I've got one retry per stage anyway, so I gotta do it.
Let's sneak in low and surprise him.
Okay.
This is donuts? I can't believe they did this.
I didn't actually mean to kill those guys like that, but it works.
I hear you, Slippy.
I got a lot less points this time.
Watch out for the searchlight.
Take them all out.
So I need to save the last searchlight before the it was before the section I retried at, because that's the searchlight I need to hit for my needs.
Fox, get this guy off me.
I so badly want to just pause the game so I can read a chat. The timer isn't going to particularly matter all that much because this is a hard game for people to be tying scores in anyway, but
Father's example, Buck.
you know, I'm just obeying the rules.
We're closing in on
If anyone
them,
else could have
Falco.
needed to, I never needed. Oh, I need to have the TV on in order to fall asleep. And when I got older, I couldn't
What are
sleep
you doing here?
unless I had total silence.
Is that any
You see,
way to
because
do
I
it,
lived in
girl?
a busy family house. There was 6 of us that lived in the house, plus a dog, plus 2 cats. There was always something going on. So when I normally sleep, I was going to sleep around the time everyone else was waking up. So I got used to the noise of all my family. You know,
Watch out!
it's kind of funny how it worked out. Really, them being noisy sort of made it easier for me to sleep for a while. Make sure I get this
Somebody on
one.
my tail. Beautiful. I could kiss you for that.
You could imagine this when you're playing this as a kid, like as a boy
Aim for the rudder,
that's like
Buck.
7 and hearing "Beautiful, I Can Kiss You" for that. It's like, ew, it's girls. Gonna get the cooties. Yep, apparently that works for some reason. I don't want to break this searchlight. There we go.
Location confirmed.
So this searchlight will have spawn a load of enemies on this next section, and I can get more points that way.
Enemy tanker. You got an enemy on your tail.
Ugh. Just gonna bomb everything there. There's so many enemies just spawning in
There
there.
I go.
Let's go through here so I can get that laser upgrade. Ooh, the lag. The lag. This music.
Trying to damage my pretty face?
Whoops. I just accidentally shot her. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Don't take too much damage. I'm under the water. Oh, no. I can't really bash my wings too many more times like that.
These guys don't quit. Shoot!
I wish I could lock on the correct target. I'm gonna do this and just kill these around here. Let's get this, Okay, I missed that, but that's fine. Looks like I'm gonna get 285 points on this, which I think is a new record for me.
Be careful.
Okay, time to catch up on chat, because this is the boss now. I know someone who would literally go to sleep after getting home from school and sleep until it was time to go to school next. Wow. I could never do it. I feel terrible if I sleep too much.
Disrespectful little whelp. I'll teach you some respect.
I love this guy's laugh, but I can't get hit by him just in case it breaks my wings off. So with this boss, you have to use bombs only because his armor is like too strong. So you have to keep using bombs on his various like ship parts. But it's a good way to get like a load of bombs as well for like a later level. So you can actually just farm bombs really easily on this part. So I'm going to do that before I finish this boss off. I don't know what destroyed that barrel in the water just now, but whatever. Okay, I thought I crashed into him for a second there. I was worried. There's been very few times where I've actually come straight home from school and then fell asleep. I know it's definitely happened, but it's one of those things that was very rare for me to do, you know?
I'm fine, I'm fine.
Looks like we're heading for Macbeth. Cat, where'd you go?
So, like I was saying, if you get spotted by the searchlights on this stage, you get sent to the easier route, which is where I wanted to go anyway. But it kind of works out for points. I think roughly you get about the same amount of points if you just kill all searchlights as well, but I'm not entirely sure. So, Macbeth. So we've got another new vehicle to do. I mean, use on this one, so... We've got a tank, the Landmaster.
Cake, General.
Good luck.
And we've got to take out a train. This is another one with some amazing voice acting from an enemy on it. So, one thing I do here is I always brake so I can take this part of the train out, because otherwise it's like too far ahead for you to hit normally. And then I like to try and take out this this big turret car.
Taking it out.
And then take out these guys here afterwards.
Mouth.
Here we go.
Here you go.
Right, so now what we do here is we do some charge shots on these rocks. This counts as like dumb firing apparently on the rocks rather than, you know, abusing the charge shot exploit, which is for the ship mainly.
They're not taking me serious. Here they Take this.
So now I've got to try and actually kill some things around here.
Starting without me? Boy,
So I'm going to shoot a bomb out. Just take out the ships before the friendlies take them all out.
Not you.
And I should charge shotted that that thing on the rails there, because that would have gave me more points. But I did that really badly. I shouldn't have really did what I did. It's very awkward to try and aim the landmaster turret as well. Oh, bollocks.
how's the landmaster, Fox?
So if you wait a little bit to lock onto these guys, they'll get into a formation like this, and you can get all 5 of them at once then.
Try hovering.
Just spamming this thing.
That's for real deal.
Is that any way to greet a girl?
Don't let them get to the supply depot.
I was kind of hoping the bombs would take out those cars, but it didn't. So I'm just doing this to slow myself down. Because then I can shoot these rocks. And then I can shoot these guys. I gotta be careful not to use too many bombs on the stage, because I need more of the bombs for the next stage. But
Right behind.
I won't be too stingy with them.
I guess I should be thankful.
I see a combined arms revolution. Battlefield was cheap back in the day. Hey, Stephen. Yeah, this is a old Battlefield. It's still better than Battlefield 5, so.
What's wrong? Come a little closer.
So I've got to be careful not to kill myself here now.
Try hovering.
Ugh. Cool, I'm fine. Just gotta take out this as best as I can. BF5 closed pre-beta alpha. Oh, this is Battlefield 5 a year later. This is its 1-year anniversary version. So, on this stage, there's a special way to beat the level. And we're going to do that. Because on this level, there's a switch for the train.
The fuel bunker on the right side.
And what you do is you shoot a switcher, and it sends the train into the supply depot, and it blows it all up.
Shoot the 8
And you get an extra 50 points for that, so we're going to do that. I think I'm going to get like 190 for my score here. Make way for Cat.
I've got the left. You get the right, hun.
Just music. Every single time it's just like so out of place.
I didn't expect to have to use this.
You're very lucky.
I'm very lucky. Wait, is this switched on? Yeah, it's cool. So we'd have to shoot these 8 switch things.
I'll lure these guys to the front.
Yeah, like, here's one of them. But there's 8 of them in total. You have to hit them all so it reveals, like, the main switch. And if you've got Cat and you've got Falco, you say Falco earlier, it's very easy because they take out most of the switches for you.
Now shoot the switch.
Ugh. Trying to scoop me up.
Step on the gas.
Step on the gas.
Step. Good going, Fox. No! Give them way!
I just always like how he gets cut off for some reason. He just like goes step and then it like cuts him off.
Stop it!
And that's how you defeat the boss.
All aircraft report.
I can see the look on their stupid faces.
I'm sure we heard them this time.
Who's texting me at this
You're
hour?
pretty good, Kaiser. See you again.
Now it's our turn to kick some tail.
think I can get a better score on that level, but I'm not going to retry it because I've got so many bombs for the next stage, so... And everything goes kablooey. Exactly. Real-time terrain deformation with the Landmaster. Stuck on 1997 NVIDIA. This is N64 hardware. It outpowers anything NVIDIA did at that time, I think. Okay, so, Area 6. I don't know how well I'm going to do on this one, but we'll see. This is the highest scoring level, so...
Over. We're in your debt. Come back in one piece, Fox.
Will do, General.
I think my best score on this level is 430, so we'll see.
Came in here. No problems. Do you copy? Emergency maneuvers! Too late. Game over, pal.
Get it? It's called Cayman because he's a Cayman.
Entering Venom Air Defense Zone. Everybody stay alert.
Baseline's ahead.
So you're going to shoot loads of bombs out here? Just take out all these mines with? Rack up our score? Shoot these discs out of as much as we can. These discs are all worth 4 points each, so it's worth taking them all out. Or taking out as many as I can anyway. I'm not off to a fantastic start. I've done better than this to start off with. But it is how it is. Performance anxiety and all that.
Hold still and let me shoot you.
I could have done with that extra bomb there.
Gotcha.
Now, we get a call there, but I'm not going to answer it. Messed that up a little bit, but it's fine.
Incoming enemy missile!
Got a good amount of points still.
Shoot them down. We're being marked.
I like how all the characters vibrate whenever they talk. Yeah. Damn it.
Did we get him?
Not yet, sir. They're on me. I'm getting careless. What's taking you so long, Fox?
I just like how all the characters are named after whatever species of animal they are.
Ah, the sun begins to cloud. Those tin cans are no match for me.
I'm like button mashing so fast right now.
You can never
So I need to take out these butterfly things because they're worth like 4 points as well.
make those fools pay.
Damn it.
They've broken through the first
Right,
line.
I'm doing okay so far actually. I thought I'd be doing a lot worse than I am. I've definitely had worse scores by this point. I just gotta be careful not to take my own wings out by crashing into things when I'm trying to shoot them to death like that.
We're gonna break through that fleet.
I need to get this laser upgrade so I can get my wings repaired. There we go. So I'm gonna shoot a bomb here.
Through the second line.
Shoot a ship down. Take out as many of these things as I can here.
We'll cover you.
Get Great Fox to shoot these ships down here.
Fire! Fire! Don't let them through!
I'm taking too much damage on my wings.
Venom's right there.
Save Slippy.
Whew.
There we go.
That was too close.
Location confirmed. Sending supplies.
Sending some fries. Oh, yes! Not done that in ages. Took them all out with one shot.
The last line has been free.
These guys
Come on.
Okay,
Got it.
deploy it now.
Oh, sweet fries. It does sound like saying send some fries.
Enemy ahead! This one's different.
Whew.
Grunt.
So much button mashing, my thumb's like sore now. It's not over yet though. I think this actually is going to be on my best score since, you know, across all my runs, as far as like regular run and practice runs go. As long as I kill this thing in time. This is a tricky boss. Because it's got quite a few phases, and it just takes a while to actually take out. It's got like a lot of dangerous moves for like keeping your wings. So you can take your wings off really easily. And I'm going to hope it doesn't actually do that. You can do various things to avoid a lot of these attacks, but usually shooting things is usually the best way to go. These missiles, though, you kind of just want to avoid them as much as possible because, especially if you're like me and you've been crashing into a lot of things on this stage, you don't want to be hit by anything on the wings. It's like invincibility frames as well, this boss.
Shoot, I'm taking damage.
Where did you take damage from?
Shoot the tentacles to open the core.
I don't know what Falco got damage from there. Oh. Here's this attack.
Watch out, Fox.
This is the definitely the boss that takes the longest on this game to beat.
Destroy all 3 energy balls.
Uh-oh. This is not what I wanted. I'm getting sucked into his gravity or whatever.
The cheer is gone. Shoot the core.
There we go.
You did it!
Some more button mashing. So that should give me 438 on that stage, which is my best run on that stage. So I've had 3 levels with my best runs on so far. Maybe 4. Oh, I'm going to get a pretty high score here. I didn't think I was going to be at 1500 yet.
We're entering enemy airspace.
That was really impressive for the N64.
Say your prayers, Android.
So we've got a final stage now. I've got no bombs, but I don't really need bombs. I didn't mean to do a backflip there.
Too cocky, Star Fox.
Let's see how you handle our new ships.
I'm going to try and get a lock-on shot on one of these guys straight away.
Bad Dad's not here to see you fail.
And I missed my opportunity.
We'll make sure you never reach Android.
You can get a charge-up shot on them and get an extra couple of points at the start of the battle, but I didn't manage it.
Don't give up.
Not yet.
The body.
Straight away. Sorry, Leon.
Get this guy off me!
Oh, I'm not going to be able to hear my favorite line now because Leon's dead.
Give it up.
When Leon dies, it stops Falco from saying his lines. And there's just this really stupid line that Falco says where he says, I see you've got new ships. And it's just like, it's so
Get to the
random.
pond, Froggy.
It's like, we know they've got new ships.
You're good, but I'm better.
Ah! I'm hit!
Don't die, Slippy. Slippy's dead.
I'm monkey food if I don't leave.
That's fine. I don't need the medal anyway. I've already got the medal, so.
Be happening.
Save Pepe.
You're not welcome here. Ah!
Andrew's been on Twitter too much.
There's one more to go.
Where'd you go, Star Wolf? He's like flipping around all over the place. There we go.
No way! I don't believe it.
I'm monkey food is not the sentence I expected to hear today.
From here. Fox!
There's some truly like impressive lines in this game.
I've been waiting for you, Star Fox.
See if I can get the health extension.
You know that I
Got my wings repaired. And I think you go this way. I think it's not this way actually. I think I need to go left.
foolish to come against me.
And I think I've not got it.
Now
I could have done with the extra health. Actually, I might be fine. Ah, no. I didn't go the correct way. Oh well. Yeah, there's a load of different ways you can go in this section. You can get, like, various amounts of, like, extra power-ups and stuff. So this is Andros. He is, not too bad. So you just shoot him in the eye, and you shoot him in his hand. And, that'll take him out. It's one of those, Nintendo bosses, you know. Nintendo like their head and hands bosses. So it's one hand out of the way. And then I got to shoot him in the face. There we go. He's dead.
only I have
And then he becomes a brain.
to rule my life.
A brain with floating eyeballs.
So, Andros, you show your true form.
So if you charge up your shot here, you can actually hit these eyeballs. And get an extra hit, like I just did there. Which is pretty handy. Extra point. Just got to take out the eyeballs now. They're worth 5 points each, I think. Maybe 6 points. So now I just got to take out the brain. Which it's been a long time since I've done this part properly. I can't remember how I used to do this, but I used to do this really quickly and easily. But that's not happening at the moment. Let's do some spinning around. I got hit as like that green area on his head. On his brain. It's his weak point. I used to be able to just do it in like one like laser burst when I was a young sugar-filled kid, you know. And that's not the case anymore. I'm still a good button masher though, I think. I'd say. There we go, he's dead.
If I go down, I'm taking you with me.
And that's the end of the game.
Don't ever give up, my son.
Father?
Fox X
Follow me,
Machina.
Fox.
So I'm curious, what other Sega games do you play aside from Sonic? I like Streets of Rage a lot. You know, side-scrolling fighters and stuff. I've always liked Streets of Rage. What else? I'll have to think about it in a second because I can't remember exactly all the Sega titles off the top of my head, all the Sega properties and stuff.
Never give up. Trust your instincts.
I did used to like Sega Rally a lot, but, you know, that doesn't exist anymore, I don't think, so... I get my rally fix from Dirt these days, but... Yeah, Sega Rally was one I played a lot. You know, I enjoyed Crazy Taxi back in the day.
You've become so strong, Fox.
Streets of Rage is a lot of fun. Thinking of streaming that sometime soon. I think it's a good game to stream. Oh. Mission accomplished. I need to end my timer. There we go.
Fox, you're okay!
I'm okay. Slippy isn't.
That's our leader.
There's a big gap there because Slippy's supposed to say something.
What's wrong, Fox? Nothing. Nothing's wrong.
So, let's have a look at that final score. Ooh, that's a good score. I don't actually know where that puts me, but that is a pretty high score. I'll have to check out what other people managed to get. like I said, I could have done better if I went the other route. If I went the easy route on the game, I could have easily gotten a few more points from 1 or 2 of the extra levels there, but I think all things considered, because I wasn't confident with the other route, I think that worked out really well. I think the best score that's currently on the leaderboards is 1830 something, I think. I don't remember exactly. So I got a pretty good score. I'm happy with that, actually. I wasn't too happy that I had to retry 1 or 2 of the stages when I did, but it worked out pretty well. So I just need to wait for the credits to finish so I can input my score into the game, and then, you know, share that later with the Discord for that. So, yeah, Streets of Rage is great. I definitely enjoy Streets of Rage. I need to stream that at some point, for sure, because it's definitely a fun game. What else is there from Sega that I enjoy? I forget, is House of the Dead and Typing of the Dead, are they Sega? Because I definitely enjoyed Typing of the Dead, the original one. It's so stupid, that game, but it's so good. House of the Dead is Sega, I think. Cool. Yeah, so Typing of the Dead will be as well. I used to enjoy playing the House of the Dead and, you know, similar sort of arcade shooters like that. Typing of the Dead is hilarious, and I love playing that game on the Dreamcast. I had a lot of, like, just random one-off games as well on the Sega back in the day. I used to have, one of them I used to play a lot is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Some Sega games I like are Sonic, Echo, the Dolphin, Kid Chameleon, Streets of Rage. I think I played Kid Chameleon once, but I can't remember it.
Star Fox, we are in your debt. I would be honored to have you as part of the Cornerian.
Oh, no, sir. We prefer doing things our own way.
Look at those crusty JPEG soldiers in the background.
Great Fox is ready to go.
It's time for us to go now.
So, I think what I'm going to do is, what's the time right now? 5:30. Well, it's almost 5:30. So once I've got my score here, I think I'm going to play a little bit of Fear. Not too much, maybe like half an hour or so. 45 minutes. And, maybe get another interval done on that. Because I had nothing else really planned today to play, and I think that's what I'll do instead, after this is all finished. I'll actually be away from tomorrow, so I'll be away until Sunday evening. So I won't be able to stream for like the next couple of days, but I'll definitely be streaming again on Monday after that. I don't know how many times I've actually beaten this game, but I've definitely beaten this game so many times as a kid. I think, like I said at the start of this run, I've actually probably played this game more on Expert than I have on Standard. So, it's definitely different. You can't be as risky on Expert because your wings get destroyed instantly by like almost anything. Whereas on Standard you can take, you know, a few hits to them. So you can't, like, be shooting things and just crash through them like I was on Area 6, for example. Total hits, 1749. Let's get to the score screen. So that's my second best score on here. Oh, there we go. Apparently I was tabbed out of the window. So 1749 is really good considering I went to the top route. Like I said, if I went the other route, like on this one, I probably could have done a lot better. But I just was not confident with that route at all. So, kind of worked out. I got a few personal best scores on this stage. I mean, on this run. Like on Zonus there. Actually, most of them all the way through to Macbeth were like all personal bests for standard difficulty. I really played well. So I'm happy with that.
What?
You owe the mercenary group Star Fox 111,000 space dollars for all those kills. Pay up. So, that's Star Fox 64. That's the challenge done. So, I'm going to switch over to Fear for a little bit. And we'll go from there. So, let me switch screens here. And let me get Fear set up. Rise Star is also a pretty cool Sega game. I've definitely played Rise Star. It was on I remember playing it on the Sonic Mega Collection. It was like an unlockable game on that.